Hello everyone, I'm back for another sketch and chat. I really enjoyed the last one, so I thought I would try and do another one. So this time I'm just going to do a bit of a study session on dogs, specifically dog heads. So I've got my coffee, I've got some watercolour pencils that I'm going to use. I don't know if I can erase these, I guess I'll find out. And the reason for that is because I do want to try and use a little bit of watercolour today because I haven't done it in a while. Now these watercolour pencils are really cheap. Yeah, the brand is Montmartre, so I don't expect anything great from them because they are a student budget brand, I would say. A hobby budget, extremely budget. So anyway, I'm going to sketch with this. I've got some water, which I will use with a brush, obviously. And yeah, let's study some dogs. Now I've got a lot of references. Now I've sorted my references into, there's a couple of my dog there, Haru, but because she's got a black face and I'm not very good at taking photos, a lot of the details get drowned out, so I do have some other dogs. And I've tried to pick a few that are from the front, 3/4 and profiles, or close to profiles. And I'll move my camera so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. So just see what colour is this. Alright, it shows up? Yep, alright. Alright, so let's go. So I'll just move this out of the way. Need to get access to my mouse and my coffee. Oh, God knows I need my coffee. Alright, let's start with the first one. I'll put it on the screen. So I'm just exploring the shapes. Now I'll probably try and paint these later, so I want to try and get it as well as I can. We'll see how we go. I don't want to spend all day. Oh, all right. So this is just to see what I know, see how I approach drawing dogs now, and then I will draw some skulls, and that will will teach me, basically teach me what I need to know. Fill in the gaps kind of thing. So don't expect these first ones to be very good. I love dogs' eyebrows. Dogs have the most expressive eyebrows. Getting into too much detail there. How are we going? I have trouble with this camera sometimes getting it very clear, so I do apologise if it's not quite in focus. I think that's the best it's going to get. Just might zoom in a little bit. I will add water to these in a minute. It's interesting to see what stands out to me to try and focus on. Not everything is as important as other parts, but for someone like me, I have trouble distinguishing which parts are important and which ones aren't. Alright, so the shape of this nose, because it's not just a round thing, so we'll put the front, the front of the nose. And then there's a few rows of stuff. I think I've made this dog's head a little bit long. So I'm getting a little bit confused here. I feel like I've missed something. Perhaps the front of the mouth, because that's really the side, isn't it? Okay, all right. And that's very grey. Down here. I think there was too much noise for my dog because she just POQ'd. She's like, oh, I'm out of here if you're going to make that much noise. Alright, let's add some water and see what we've got. I feel like this is going to take all day. Just putting it out there. Obviously I'm not going to record all day. Oh, I've already wrecked one of my brushes. I forgot to clean it. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. This brush is a bit big. Let's use this one. This is one of my favourite brushes. Oh, I need some watercolour too. Whoops. So these are just Reeves watercolour that I've just put in here. Why is there blue in everything? There's blue in all my brushes. Oh wait, because that's the same one I picked up. Hopefully I'll edit that part out. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, so I think this is more of an orangey and a browny colour, so like a burnt sienna, raw sienna. Not sure what colour that is. Might be a little bit too much of the tissue. Might just go with the ears first. I don't think I'm going to try and be perfect with this. I mean, for starters, it's my first one. I'm going to try not to be perfect with it. Alright, so probably a little bit lighter now. This one. I'm going to move this up a little bit so you can see what I'm getting at. think I'm just going to go over that whole area. That top of the nose is quite desaturated, so I'm going to just try and use this a little bit. That doesn't really help, those pencils. Alright, so to desaturate it, I might use, well, it's just a smidge of white. If I can get, actually, what I need to do is activate my paints. You can tell that I haven't used them for a really long time. Oops. We'll see. We'll see. Have another drink. I don't know what's possessed me to draw dogs. I think because I have tried to do a couple of paintings of Haru, and you know, they're not too bad. Whatever this colour is, this looks like it will work. It's not too bad, but it's not ideal either. I would like to have, and this is the thing, because with the painting I feel like I'm really not getting it. And it's discouraging me from trying. And I've thought about it. And what I think the problem is that I'm not used to doing it on a regular basis. And so every time I start, I have to relearn. It feels like I'm relearning everything all over again. Obviously, that's not ideal. See if I can grab some of this white. Yeah, obviously that's not ideal, because you know, once you've learnt something, you want to be done with it. You don't want to have to keep relearning it over and over and over again. And unfortunately, that's what it feels like sometimes. And so I did sit down and have a big long hard think about it, because I did have a couple of days there where I pretty much did nothing. That's bleeding through, that's fine. I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah, because it just felt like everything was too hard, and it was, you know, I was having a moment, basically. And I was like, oh, I can't do this, it's like too hard. Why is everything so hard? A real self-pity couple of days. And I think it was because Haru is a very friendly dog, so much so that she goes nuts when she sees another dog because she wants to go and play, to the point where I don't exist anymore. And I have been trying to fix that for the past, well, 2 years basically, since we left the unstructured puppy school. Because this is my first dog, and everyone says, oh, you gotta socialise your dog and take her out, get her to meet other dogs. And yeah, that was good, but because I didn't know any better, the place that I took her out to socialise was just basically a free-for-all. So all the puppies were just stuck together and just left to run and just do whatever they want. So of course they were roughing and tumbling, which is fine. But there was no teaching them to come back. It was just, when we go there, it's just a free-for-all, do whatever you want. And that's the most funnest thing in the world for her now. And so she doesn't want to come back. And we went to the park. And I mean, I have issues as well, and I think that's, there we go, that's what it looks like. And I think that it just played into my insecurities, because I was training her to try and go off leash within, we've got this huge enclosed park that you can take your dogs to. It's like a dog park, but it's massive. And yeah, so we were trialling that, because we want her to hang around with us and just walk around with us like, most other dogs do. And last couple of times we did it, we've been going so well with it. And I got a little bit overconfident with her. And I thought, you know what, maybe I'm being too uptight. I should just trust her and let her, be a dog. And maybe if I give her a little bit more freedom, she'll prove to me that she's, she'll stick around. Well, two friendly, I think they were Kelpie crosses. They look like some sort of Kelpie shepherd cross type of thing. And yeah, so she had a friendly greet, because I've got a long leash and I just had it dropped on the ground while training her to stay near us. And I don't know why I thought I would trust her. But anyway, she had a meet and greet with these dogs while their owner was walking around, and then she decided, yeah, I'm taking off. This is my new family now. And I was devastated. I was absolutely devastated. I was like, I just got ditched in the biggest way. And at first I thought, oh, she'll come back. I have to trust her. She'll come back. And she didn't come back. And we ended up running around the park after her. And like I said, this is a massive park. And we ended up running around after her. And it really made me take a real big hit to my confidence in what I was doing. So I felt like I'd failed because I did something wrong. And yeah, it was an absolute disaster. So I went home and I started moping for a couple of days because it takes me a while to get over things. But yeah, I'm over it now, obviously. And we've taken her back out there since. I did not let her off leash this time. Well, she wasn't off leash because we had the long line, but I just wanted to get my confidence taking her out again, so it's like 5 metre leash or something like that. It's not a really long leash. I'd like to get a longer one, but it was long enough to give her a little bit of freedom, but still hang on to her. Not sure what's going on around these parts. I think I'm done with this one. I'll just put a thing here to indicate the rest of the dog. Yeah, I think I'm done with that one. Well, actually, I need to put, can't really see its nostrils. Oh, that's very dark. Very dark. Yeah, so I'll keep trying. I imagine that I'm going to be, this is the rest of my life is going to be, the rest of her life, I should say, is going, and that puts it in perspective too. For the rest of her life, we'll be trying to train her not to get so excited and run around and just ditch me. I've tried everything, well, almost everything. And one of the suggestions, I'm going to move on to the next dog, just FYI. So we've done a front one. I want to do a 3/4. So I'm just might pick this one with the big ears, and I'll do the grey pencil first, and we'll see how we go. So these are my before drawings. before I have a better understanding of what's going on with the head, if that makes sense. Oops, oh, that's way too big. Is this erasable? Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's just put some limits on where this dog is going to fit on the paper. That is my problem. That is my problem. Things get too big. Yeah, I've tried lots of things to try and get her to, to not just run off. Get so excited and jump up. She's better than she used to be. And one of the things that people said was to take her to a dog park but not go in and just sit outside until she calms down. But she got so frustrated with that. It felt like I was teasing her because she could see the dogs but she couldn't interact with them in any way. And I didn't feel that helped at all. I mean, for some dogs it probably does, but for mine it just made her, I feel that it was just more frustrating for her to see the dogs and not be able to, go and do what they were doing. It's like being the kid that's told, no, you're not allowed to do the fun thing. You can just sit and watch other people do the fun thing. And I don't want to depress my dog because she can't do the fun thing. So that's why I go to this other park that's really, really big, so that she can go and do the fun thing with the other dogs within reason. So with the long lead. I will try and get a longer one or make one. You probably can't really see that very well. And we'll see how we go. I felt that I made more progress with her, taking her to the big park where I could drop the long leash on the ground and let her feel like she's got a little bit of freedom, and then pick it up when a dog approaches, because I'm not sure she's going to come back. She's just going to take off with the other dogs. And in this incident as well, the other dog owner just kept walking, even though my dog was trying to get theirs to play. Like she just walked, because I think it was 3 dogs, and she was just walking with them like she was, one of their pack. Which I feel bad because, it is a dog thing to do. And I'm trying to get her to fit in with what I want. And sometimes that doesn't really feel fair, because I can see that she enjoys so much interacting with other dogs. I think this is a better size. But if only she would calm down a bit, I would just let her go. I would let her have her fun. I feel like what do they call them? A helicopter parent, but with a dog. It feels ridiculous. It feels as ridiculous as it sounds. All right, I think, all right. So I'm trying to understand what's going on here. So this is going across this way. And I can see that there's a dark part here, or actually that eye needs to move, so I'll move that when I do the watercolour. It's almost like that shape here. And the same on this side. So they've got the tiny little cheekbones here and here. And then the mouth. Well, this 3/4 one is really quite difficult. So that would mean that this is the centre. And I think because his head's still tilted, so we need to make sure that these eyes are on the same tilt, if I can. So we're seeing slightly more of this side of the nose than we are this one. And then the lip comes out here. So that way, and then that way. And then there's just a tiny little, you can see just a tiny little bit of the chin. I'm not sure any of this is in proportion, but that's the idea, because this is the before I study anatomy, a bit more on the anatomy type thing. So let's put the little eyebrow dots. They're so gorgeous, the little eyebrow dots the dogs have. And they've got this triangular thing that's kind of dips like that. Like it dips down. And it's like a passageway through here. That's what I'm seeing anyway. All right. Okay. Now the colour of this dog is very unusual. I didn't really think about that when I chose this, because that's, yeah, I'm not sure how to achieve that. Silver. It's silver. Maybe if I'd use, oh, what colour would you use? Payne's Grey to start with. If I put Payne's Grey and yellow ochre together, what's that going to give me? Actually, that's actually pretty close. Let's see. See, this is the thing. I freeze because I don't know what I'm doing instead of just doing it. All right. Oh gosh, where do I start? All right. Anyone else have this problem? All right, let's just more water, quick, more water. Let's just push some paint around. So this is dipped in. Oh gosh, I feel like I've wrecked it. Oh, what do I do? Panic stations, panic stations. Well, this dog is going to be judging me. All right, I need to lighten part of it up because I feel like I'm missing some bits. So this nose part is a bit lighter here. I'm adding white, which I just assume is a gouache paint that's included with watercolours. Because I feel like if I add more yellow or make it a little bit more see-through, that it won't give me what I want. Might need to wait for that to dry. So it's quite light over here. These little, make sure to paint these little things this time. It's quite light. And so it kind of dips down here, goes out that way, and then we got the lip part coming in. That does not look good on camera. Does not look good. Let me just see. And this is part of the reason why I have so much trouble sometimes getting into paint. So, and the reason why I thought it might be good to do a sketch and chat with this, because I feel if I can talk while I'm doing it and talk myself through it, it feels like I'm not doing it by myself. It feels like I've got a friend with me. Anyone viewing this? You're my friend doing this with me? this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's a bit of pink in the eyes, so I do have a pink skin colour here that I think I might just use. And put a touch of this red, very, very small, and a touch of, I actually need more of that red, more of that, what I assume is gouache white. Alright, maybe once I put the nose in, so this is kind of pinkish here. I'll just move this, can I move it so that you can see? Maybe if I just move the light around. Nope, you'll just have to wait for it to dry. Alright. Just going to do that whole nose area. I remember mixing up some of these colours in the wrong order, and I don't remember what it was. I might put a little bit of Payne's Grey in with that. I'll put that over here. A bit more Payne's Grey. So this is the front. I'm trying to see the front of the nose. There we go, I guess. I also might use this for around the eyes because I did notice that this is pink here. I need a little bit more pink. I don't know, people. This one's a lot harder than I thought it would be. Let's make a darker mix of whatever this mix was. Concentrating. There's like a triangle here, very steep triangle there, and there's a little dark piece near his. Oh, I've lost his eyebrow. His eyebrow circle. Not sure about this. This is why I wanted to study. So after I do this, hopefully I can, if I do another painting, I can see the difference. All right. Trying to get that shape that I can see it's slightly darker, but not that dark. Now I've actually lost the side of the head. And that's my lack of anatomy knowledge. All right, let's go in with the really dark colour and just put these ears in. I think I've made them a little bit longer than they are. Discovering all the ways I probably shouldn't be painting dogs. I don't know, it's hard to tell because I tend to be very, very critical of my own stuff, whereas in reality it's probably not that bad. And that's what I tell people as well, is I say, you know, especially when you get really critical with your work, is to just leave it for a bit, because it might not be as bad as what you think when you go back to look at it. And I'm hoping this is going to be the case, because I feel like it's pretty bad at the moment. I'm just going straight into the white because I don't know what else to do to fix some of these bits. These eyebrow things back. Just trying to lighten up some parts of the bridge of the nose. And this part here is basically need to get a gel pen out for that. Alright, let's see if I can fix this part up. Spending too much dog. Yes, I am spending too much dog. You know what the funny thing is? I really think that I'm a cat person. I swear I'm a cat person. I really am. I'm a cat person that has a dog. What the? Oh. Okay. I can see a big mistake there. Alright. Need to get the lips in. Let's get the lips in. So, probably there. Put a little bit of grey in there. Might just bunch all that together. Needs to be grey. A little bit more grey. But not too dark, not too dark. You can't see it yet because of the glare. I don't know what to do about the glare. If anyone's got any ideas on how to fix... Whoops, why did I do that? Glare issues when painting. If anyone else records their paintings. Yeah, let me know how you fix it. I think maybe I need to put the eye in. And I'm just going to use this dark. I might put just a smidge of blue. I don't know what blue that is. Yep, that'll do. Oh gosh. Panic stations. Panic stations. Okay, all right. I don't know, do I panic too early? Because I'm not hating it now. Now I can't see because of the glare. Oops. Oh gosh. Get that off. Go. Now what can I do about these eyes? And the other thing that I have trouble with watercolour is, and yeah, basically watercolour, is waiting for it to dry. So impatient. I don't know, is this any good? I can't tell. I can't be objective enough, and I can't seem to figure out my way around this area here. I think it goes here. Come on, white. I know I messed up, but you can do it. You can do it. There, and then here. Is it here? Yeah, I think that's better. Oh, I wish I had a better camera so it would show up a little bit better. I feel like if you're sitting through it with this quality, potato quality, you're very, very patient, and I'm very, very grateful. It's just a camera isn't something that's on the cards at the moment because, yeah, I just can't afford it. It's plain and simple. And you know, I'm okay with that because so many people are struggling that I feel like, you know, me wanting a camera is just so low on the cards that it's just pathetic. Just trying to, maybe if I put the nostril in, just use some of this dark. And this is Payne's Grey that I keep dipping into in case you're wondering. Now I know this is going to bleed because it's wet, but I'm hoping that that will lead to a happy accident. I'll put a little bit in the eye now. I think I'd be a little bit afraid if I saw this dog on the street with eyes like that. Just trying to make this part darker. Just a little bit darker in here. Alright, I've spent way too much time on that one. So we'll just let that dry. So I've got two dogs down. It doesn't look, oh yeah, that nose is actually, let's see. That nose is something. Because it's going that way. I will leave it at that. I will take a break for a minute or so. Sometimes you just need to take a little bit of a breather. I think, just to get yourself back on, you know, back on square ground, I guess. So that was the front and the 3/4. Let's just reactivate my Bluetooth mouse. Gosh, I hate that. But I do need a cordless one. We've got actually, I might just go with this Chihuahua, but I feel like I want to flip it. So was it Control? Oh, my keyboard's all the way over here. Alt. No. What is it? That way. No. Shift Alt. No, it's not flipping. It's Shift Alt, and then you move the mouse in the direction that you want. Oh gosh. I might just edit that whole part out. It's getting hot in here. I'm hot. I'm hot. I'll go check the aircon. It's 34 degrees today so far, and it's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. Alright, so we're going to go for a Chihuahua for the next one. It's a profile, so I did want to include a profile. So I've got front, kind of 3/4, and profile. Now these images are from Pinterest. Just FYI. I think I might go with this colour. All right, let's zoom in and move my paper so it's in focus. I don't mind those two dogs now. I actually kind of like this one, and I panicked so much. It's amazing. I mean, not the picture, the fact that I panicked so much, and now I'm okay with it. That's amazing. So I want to start. I picked a dark one because you couldn't. Actually, I might see if I can get an even darker brown. Right. So I'm just trying to get the angle of the top. Oh, the ear. The ear is going to go here. I want the ear here. These pencils are, I knew they'd be crap. Let's be honest. I knew they were going to be crap. It's the budget, it's the budget brand of budget brands. It really is. Alright, so we're going sweeping and down here, and this is where the eye is. Can't really see that. What am I going to do? I'm going to use Crayola. I don't know where this is from, but it says watercolour, so we'll go with it. Oh, you can see that. Alright, well, let's hope that this goes well. Alright, so the ear is here, and there's big round, and it goes like that. Big swoopy, but then it goes like that. And they've got front of the head is here. Just want to make sure I don't go over, and it's got little eyebrows here. Now I think I need to fix up a little bit. So we've got some swoopies. Thank God we've got no pants line. That last video, the last sketch one. But yeah, that happens, you know. Oh, can you see, like, I'm started to go scratchy. But that's only because I'm nervous and I don't know what I'm doing. So what I think is happening is I'm putting like a feathery line, like going like that, and then if in the split second I'm deciding if I like it or not. And that's why it goes sketchy, because I want to make it darker. And if I don't like it, then, you know, that's when you get all the wobbly shit. I feel like I've made it a little bit too cartoony. Well, hopefully I can fix that. So what is it that I need to pay attention to? What I think I need to pay attention to? So is the forehead? Where's the cheekbone? The cheekbone go down this way? Must be the most tiniest little cheekbone. It's got a little thing there. And that's the jaw. I think I've made that too big. Nose, obviously. And these little eyebrow things there. I just got like a very swall. That's a word I haven't said in God knows how many years. Swall. Yeah, is that his hat? I'm going to look like an idiot if it isn't. Not the first time. Honestly, I don't care if I look like an idiot. I mean, I do, clearly, but I'm going to tell myself I don't. Now, I can only really see one ear because it's in profile, so that's kind of good. And it's really dark there, and there's a lot of hairs going different directions. I can just see just a shadow. Is that enough? Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Bring in the brush. All right. Now the colour of this one. The colour of this one is actually I'm actually quite pleased with the colour that one turned out, because I thought that was a really hard colour to try and get, but I ended up getting it kind of close. And I'm not very good. And this is why I'm doing these watercolours as well, is because I'm not very good. Might go with this. You can't see it. Let me move it up. Just a fraction more. Is this raw sienna? I think it's raw sienna. Also, I can't remember what I was going to say. I'll try and lighten it with a little bit of yellow ochre. Let's see what we got. It's very, very saturated, so I think I might just put this up, this part here, because I can see this part's saturated. Go this way. Let's put a bit of white. I know you're not supposed to use white, but I don't know what else to do. Anyone who's good with watercolours and colour theory, tell me, how are you supposed to get that almost white colour? I know you're supposed to, I know part of it is reserving some of it, or just adding heaps and heaps of water. But for some reason that never really works out. And I think that's the reason why I use gouache more than I use watercolours. But I really like, I don't know, I just want to, you know, you just want to just do what it, I don't know. It's your life, it's my life. If we have many interests, then so be it. If I want to paint watercolour because I like the way it looks, then I'm going to give it a go. Simple as that. I know you're supposed to just concentrate on one thing and just try and get really good at that one thing. But yeah, clearly that's not for me. I'm actually enjoying this one a little bit. Don't ask me why. I feel like this one's a little bit easier. It's probably not. Now this is really, really red in here, so I might put a little bit of red in there. More sienna. Actually, probably orange. I know orange is a colour that you can mix up yourself, but it's right there on my palette, so. A little bit of Payne's Grey in there. Tone it down just a notch. More water. Let's go. Let's go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. More water. I'm not sure that was the right move, but got to remember what I'm doing. Got to remember what I'm doing. That's very light, so I'm going to use my lighter mixture around here. And then I'm just going to go for it, because why not? And this is probably why I have trouble with the light parts. It's because I do things like that. Actually, that's a good shadow. What was it? Payne's Grey and some other stuff. Oh, Payne's Grey and other stuff. And seriously, I might put a little bit in here, see what happens. Part of it's experimenting too. I fully believe that. That's the fun part. The fun part is experimenting. And getting really over dramatic. Let's try and do the eye. I might put some burnt umber in it down here. And a tiny little bit of red. Oops, more burnt umber. I feel like most of my painting is me saying, oops. Was that too dark? Oh my gosh. There's way too much paint on there. Let's mop it up. Mop it up. All right, we started. I need the dark part, so I'll just put that in. And I'll try leaving that white bit and see how I go with that. Just go around. Let's go around the eye. Whatever this is, we'll just use that. Maybe. Oh, all right, so we want the little chin. So I'm just using some of this mixture, which is a mix of everything. And I'm just going to go like so and like so. Just let it blend a little bit, I guess. Get some of my white because I think this should be lighter here, across here. Might have to wait for that to dry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for that section to dry, I think. But let's put a pasty section here. And by pasty I mean that I've mixed the paint with white. Because I don't know how to get the texture. I probably shouldn't even be worrying about texture, to be honest. Need to darken it here. Ooh. Ooh. It's a bit better. Man, that was scary. Because it kind of just swoops. I guess part of it is practicing your brushes as well. But you can't even see that. All right, I think I'm nearly done with this. Just going to put some fairy marks there. I feel like I'm relying on this white way too much. Holy shit. That was a lot of white that came out. Maybe that's the amount that you need to get it to work. Let's try this eye again because I feel like I can do better. Mm-hmm. All right. Actually, I need a little bit on the nose. Oh God. God. Yeah, that's too wet. Oh, come on, Wex. Okay. Let me just fill that in. yeah, I think I'm done with that. I think, well, let's see. What have I learned? Just going to use a bit of Payne's Grey for the nostril. It's going into the white. No. Yeah. Tissue, tissue, tissue. Well, there goes the white of the eye. Got it back. Got it back. I'm just going to let that bleed a little. Not that much. There we go. And just a little around here. All right, I need to stop. So this is the first page. I think I'll actually stop this session for now, and I will do another one where I will go through my book and through my anatomy. I'm just going to zoom out. And yeah, so it will be a continuation of this, of trying to figure out dog anatomy. So I'll be working on front, three-quarter and profiles. I do have some pictures of my own dog, but she's so black that it's hard to take proper photos of her where I can see the details. But yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed it today, and I will see you then. Keep drawing, everyone, and painting too.